Am I horny?
Yes.
That's our first question. You already knew.
That's a good question to ask.
you
I always
listen.
ask, are you horny, or when was the last time you cried?
Oh.
I love that question.
Ooh.
Or if you're feeling spicy, have you ever looked at your butthole in the mirror? It's more a question for a straight person because like we all have. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
shoved
yeah.
up weird shit up our asses.
Mhm.
I could assume.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't confirm.
For sure.
But if it's
For
ever a
sure.
straight person, not that we need to talk to too many of them.
No.
Yeah.
But if you do that, you ask that question.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at your butthole in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because like they're like,
And they're just like, I don't have one of those.
I don't know. I never let my boyfriend do anal. I'm like, it's because your boyfriend wants anal.
Every straight person I know's boyfriend really wants
Yeah.
anal.
Yeah, just stick a finger in. Like it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like you could.
Well, it could be.
Yeah.
But also like, who likes being fingered? No, like getting fingered. No, what do you? No.
What?
Fingering
Yeah.
is the worst feeling.
Well, it's just like, it's like,
I don't need it to. I'm like.
I'd rather you
it's-
just shove it in, and I'll feel the pain.
I'll figure it out.
welcome
Welcome back to Breathe If You Agree. We are on episode 17.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you for dealing with Charlie and
And Heather.
Heather last week.
We were Charlie and Heather on our episode last week.
Oh, where are you today?
Julian and Nick.
Julian and Nick.
And
I was
we have
hoping
a
for-
special guest. What's
What's
her
her
name?
Priyanka!
Oh, yeah. But let me give a great introduction because she deserves it.
And she does
Literally
everything.
an icon, winner of Canada's Drag Race on the Emmy Award-winning show We're Here, Season 3.
Yeah.
Also a podcaster, a
Yeah.
musician,
Yeah.
a dancer, singer,
Whoa.
actor, talk show host, gorgeous, beautiful.
Showstopper.
Sexy.
I also heard master of sexual relations, best
True.
gives the best blowjob in town in Canada. I've heard
It's
that.
true. Always a winner.
And I think that's your intro.
Always a winner. That's a great.
Did I miss anything?
No, that's it. Best blowjob. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's actually a.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
I was crying because it's so hard to suck a dick sometimes.
Really?
But to be, loved.
Yeah.
Beloved.
Mhm.
Beloved.
Yeah.
You think it's hard?
Depends on the dick.
Oh, yeah.
Depends on the dick. And sometimes, like, your mouth is giving 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like,
Yeah.
Am I, like, get in, like, hello?
Yeah.
Sometimes
find
my
that
mouth is Niagara Falls, and other times it's the Sahara
Sahara,
Desert. I'm like trying to,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
get I'm like, trying
You're like,
to.
Oh, you're like, is this,
Yeah.
is this
You're
a
like,
bad
are you
thought?
enjoying it or are you freaking out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? One time,
Yeah.
I just had this flashback actually. So when I first came out of the closet,
Mm-hmm.
well, was I in the closet or in or out? I'm not sure. It's blurry.
Mm.
But I remember one time.
It's blurry.
It's so blurry. And then it goes into like a dream sequence.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, we reenact it.
Yeah.
TB girl. So I remember this. I was like horny. Do you talk about sex on this podcast?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wow, you're disgusting.
No.
Both?
Yeah.
Just fine God.
You know what? We did more at the beginning.
We've lost
but then I
ourselves.
think
We've lost ourselves.
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
To the biz. We've lost
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We've sold
We
our
let-
souls.
sold my
We
soul to
let
the
Hollywood
devil.
get to us.
I think in the beginning we did more because the excitement of like having a mic and being like, oh,
Yeah.
a podcast. I'm like,
I got fucked once.
yeah, literally,
Yeah.
I'm, like,
I have
telling
sex. I
everybody
have sex. I have sex.
All the adventures, and I'm like, listening back, and I'm like, maybe like,
Yeah.
I can be a little more choosy about the stories.
Yeah.
Fair.
I know our mothers and fathers do listen, so.
Yes, but my mom already knows.
Yeah, also they do. Yeah.
Well, like your mom sucked a dick before. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Like, don't act like you didn't suck a dick, mom.
I mean, I got my skills from somewhere, so
Yeah, like it's natural somehow.
yeah,
we
working
learned
on
some way. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember one time
Queens supporting Queens.
a grinder hookup
Okay.
Mm.
came over
Uh-huh.
and I started to perform fellatio.
Mhm.
Right.
That was the number I was performing that night.
DJ Q Felicia.
Please on the stage.
You didn't send me that track.
Y'all want more show? And when I revealed
Mm-hmm.
penis,
Not the reveal.
I did work on a show with Sasha Velour. There was a reveal.
Sick thing.
It smelled like cigarettes.
Oh.
So I had to be like, do you smoke?
You got an addiction?
I'm like, what's going on? He's like, no. And I said, you have to go.
Yeah.
Because why does it smell?
Yeah.
If he said, yeah, yeah, I smoke, I would have just,
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right, but
figure it out.
you're like, I have a liar in my
I
home.
wouldn't have liked it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, I'm just so desperate for love at this point. I'll
Right.
suck anything.
Are you a Lana Del Rey fan? Because I feel like that's kind of like
Her
so
vibe.
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Cigarette
am Lana
smoke
Del
on a
Rey's
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghostwriter.
Take your
Ooh.
dick out.
Yeah.
Smells like a
Smells like
cigarette.
Also, if he said I didn't smoke
Marlboro.
cigarettes.
Sorry,
Mar-
what?
No, I'm just saying.
Marlboro.
If I was like, do you smoke cigarettes? And he said no, I'd be like, well, does your dick smoke cigarettes? Why does it smoke that?
No, like you unzip the pants. He's like, I do, sweetheart.
yeah. He's like, it's
Got a light?
yeah. When he comes, it's literally smoke.
I love that.
yeah.
Okay, wait, what? Now I'm horny.
Oh,
Wait.
So you are horny. And when is the last time you cried, other than this podcast that you said you just did?
The last time I cried, happy tears or sad or both. Wait, why can't I remember?
That's kind of fierce.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Wait, is it though? No, that's
I mean-
depressed. That's depressed.
Really?
What am I bottling up?
Oh,
It's not
see,
good.
when I'm
It's not
depressed,
good.
I'm just like, ah,
I'm at the point
ah.
of depression where like now can cry on cue,
Yeah.
like whatever. But I think it's because you bottle up for so long, and it's at that like the point of precipice. You know, is that right?
I cried
Precipice?
in the car on the way here.
Did you?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
There's a lot going on in this brain. I'm just like, and then I like thought about the fact that I literally can't stop my brain running, and I just cried
Okay.
for like a nice little 2 minutes, and I was like, pull yourself together. Like, it was cool though. It was awesome. Got
for
it
you,
out.
though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can't remember though. That's
Yeah.
honestly, if you say it's depression, then I hope everything's
Yeah.
okay. But
It's
I
a pressure.
also-
No, not really. It's a more like I'm a happy crier.
Uh-huh.
I like to watch people like do
Yes.
things and win things.
Yes.
Like, you know that video of that fan who comes on stage with Lady Gaga?
I knew
in the
it.
orange sweatshirt.
Yes. I cry every time.
It's
Every
so
single
good.
time.
I just
You
think-
got what it
'cause
takes.
I'm that kid. Like
Yeah.
I am that kid. Like
Yeah.
that is what I used to do in my bedroom. Like, but I'm mad. I think about this. I'm like, okay, I used to dance to the Pussycat Dolls buttons all the time. But I would
Uh-huh.
do their like intro with
Yeah.
the curtain, and then Nicole's in the middle of the thing, and she goes, "What's up, London?" Dun, 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 you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would do that all the time in my bedroom. But I like now I'm like, yeah, like living that dream
Yeah.
of mine.
Yeah.
Releasing music, being a pop star.
Yeah.
And like doing it now.
Yeah.
But imagine if you were that kid in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Then, like that's what that kid got to do.
Right.
So it's not
In
like
that
I
moment.
made my dream come true in my older years. No, the dream came true that day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
And it's beautiful. And then also seeing the dancers like
Help him out. Oh, it's so inspiring too. It's literally it is. I remember, crying just like nonstop. It is the dream, and
It's
you get to experience,
beautiful.
and also you're doing it on stage
Yeah.
in front of like tens of
what it
thousands of
takes.
people. You got what it
Like
takes.
they took that moment
go,
and like
motherfucker.
didn't let
Yes.
anything get in their way
Ugh.
and just killed that.
Yeah.
I love that video.
look, are you fucked?
Who?
What?
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Are you fucked? Oh, sorry, did we offend you? Who got fucked? Did we misgender you or something? Because no, I'm literally obsessed.
Yeah.
So
that's
happy
it.
crier, but I can't
Yeah.
remember last time I cried.
Yeah.
I'll think about it though. Wait. I'll find it. It's gonna be
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
things we're talking about something else. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah. You're gonna start crying. yeah. It's now. It's now.
But how are you? You doing good?
Yeah.
yeah, I feel actually sexy.
You,
You
look,
look
so
sexy.
sexy.
I feel. You're supposed to see my ass. I feel like a couple things.
Mhm.
Can you see this on camera? Can you?
There's my hand.
There's my head. I feel like the more successful I'm getting,
Mhm.
the more grounded I'm getting,
Oh.
because all of the coattail riders
Mm.
are gone.
Mm.
So it's like I've weeded out the like so much fighting. Everything when I won Drag Race,
Mm.
it was like winning was like yeah, and like 100% of the people in my life were like, oh my god, you did it.
Mhm.
But then when I took it and like turned it into like a music career and a TV career and all kinds of career, people were just like, wait a second, this bitch ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And there's the percentage of people in your life. It becomes like a pie almost. It just gets like split, and then it's like the people who are only your friends because they want to work with you, the people who are your ride or dies and are just proud of you, period. The people who are not really your friend but just are faking your friend in case you have an opportunity to give them.
Right.
Like, I get it. Everyone has to social climb. Do your thing, hun. And also social climb. Do it. Do it. But don't be faking shit.
I would say maybe don't do it from my
But what does social
perspective.
climbing mean to you, though? Because it could mean two different things to us.
Well, do you think social climbing is like networking or being fake and using somebody to get somewhere else?
Networking.
See, I think
so
of it as a ladder as well.
When I think of social climbing, I would say that word to me would be like you trying to befriend somebody or using somebody to get forward rather than networking. I would say you should network by making connections, but being upfront about what you want in that situation.
From that person.
Yes,
I agree.
And not like forming a friendship or a connection just out of getting something from them.
I agree.
Yes. So network.
Network. Not social climb. Oof.
Yeah.
Oopsies. No wonder all my friends hate me. They don't. But like,
no new friends.
Honestly, I don't need a new set. It's one of those things where I was like, oh shit, oh god, everything always felt like a burning building, and then everything also always felt like it was gonna be the end. Like, oh shit, so and so is mad at me because whatever. Yeah. And it almost was like, and then it almost feels like I didn't do anything. But then I'm like, wait, I have to have done something. I can't be that crazy bitch that's just like, everything's fine. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, everyone hates. If 4 people hate you, then you must have done something wrong. Right. But when you like dug into like the foundation of those relationships, it was all based on me being.
Right.
Yeah.
Her.
Yeah.
This bitch. Or sometimes the bitch before the kids' TV host as well, right? There was like they wanted in the industry or whatever the case was. Yeah. So once I got rid / those friendships just like saw themselves out of my life, it became a lot easier to like live. Because like, you know how people are always like, well, when you get older, your friend groups are going to get smaller. But when you're like a snotty-nosed teenager, you're like, yeah, right, I'm going to have 20 friends. They're all going to come to my birthday party. Right. I'm going to give them alcohol, you know? No, they're right. It's true. Yeah. It's true. The friend group gets smaller, but then now I just feel more supported. Yeah. Totally. And I'm also able to offer that same support to that small group of friends versus it just always feeling all about me all the time.
Yeah. I totally agree. Getting older feels like you make more friends like going out or people who you do like and respect, but also like sitting on the couch with them and like in your sweats and like at your worst, your best are the people like that you've grown with already. Like that close knit, and it's hard to break into a friendship like that at the older we get.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I also feel like
loot.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree. I think one of the greatest parts about growing up and your friend group getting smaller is you do have those important relationships. There's people who you can go to for anything, the good and the bad, which is also different. I also felt like for me, a problem was juggling, like you were saying, there were a lot of people around. It's like also juggling that expectation for yourself and the expectation of other people to like always be there for so many people. Yo. And then feeling like, wait,
that's
but like,
so real.
And then also like other people who you don't feel as much of a connection with, expecting so much from you, and then being like, well, why do you give it to these other people? And it's like, because these are my ride or dies, these are my girls. And then feeling that anxiety of like feeling bad, and then like one of the nicest parts about growing up is realizing that like you can't be that person for everyone, but also feeling like you don't have to be anymore.
Yeah, true. And that's like such a nice feeling, and it's nice to have that like core group of girls that you're talking about, and those people who support you, and also it's about all of you. Yes,
it's
exactly. Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
I love us.
I love us.
Love it.
So I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Right. Good. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I love it.
And also, you're good in. I mean, you're good in so many aspects of your life.
Yeah, like shit's cool.
But
also like, it's hard.
Oh my god,
being an icon.
Yeah,
definitely.
Tell us about it.
You two would know.
I mean,
I think we're on
different
the
levels.
I think we're on the rise to be being as iconic as you are.
Well, then you wouldn't know then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I think that like there's like especially someone who's like a workhorse like me. Like I want to create, I want to do like projects.
Yeah.
But when you first do projects, it's like everyone's so excited. Like my first album, Taste Test, my EP with Lemon, come through, and Cheryl Hole. Oh, I love her. Snatch That Body. Was like just all like because I wanted to dream and do something.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I want Drag Race. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna live my dream of being a pop star.
Yeah.
Fuck everything.
Yeah.
Just go for it. And then like, but that was like almost easier to do because it was just when I won. So anything I wanted to do, everyone's like, yes, Priyanka, we want to work with Priyanka.
Yeah.
Oh my god, right? But then now, like years later, when I'm like creating my new album, Devastation.
Oh my god.
Yes. Coming in August.
it was so much harder.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was harder. Even though with the numbers of Taste Test, the success of Taste Test,
Yeah.
Lemon's fucking iconic verse going viral, like all that shit, it wasn't a no. It just became different for everyone around me, but it was the same excitement. Like I still have that childlike excitement around that project. That's a hard adjustment. And now I understand why people give up. Because that fight, like when I was on Drag Race, like I'm fighting for my life. I'm lip syncing for my life. It never ends.
Yeah.
Like you want to, like that, I drove all night lip sync on Canada's Drag Race.
Yeah.
Every day of my life now. Even more now than back then.
Yeah.
Is that wild?
But because on the rise too, we've talked about this before too. It's hard to celebrate the little wins, and I think you're exactly like you say, a workhorse in a way that we are too, where it's like nothing ever stops. Like once you create something, it's like, what's next? Even if people are like, oh, this is amazing, it's like, yes, totally, but where am I going from here?
Yeah.
And especially you winning, taking that, becoming a pop star, also hosting on TV again, and all these, and also being on TV in a show like a reality show like We're Here, and like dipping your toes in all these ponds to keep continuing that up and up. And sometimes, yeah, for us it can be really hard to just like celebrate what is happening in that moment because we just want to keep pushing further up.
Yes,
kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
And also the adjustment of working in American television.
Yeah.
I thought that selling your soul to the devil was the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's reality TV.
It's just like
It's just
American.
TV. Yeah.
Like, I love y'all. It's different. But I can also see why Canadians make it big in America.
Yeah.
Because their patience is different.
Yeah.
Their transparency is right in the middle. You know, like you have the people that like aren't transparent because like it's like, oh, everything's a good show. You're gonna make it a big star one day.
Yeah.
And then you go to New York and everyone's like, fuck you, go die. You're like, okay, there's no middle ground.
Yeah.
Am I safe?
Am I safe? Don't think so.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because I was thinking of that. I had this conversation with somebody yesterday because I was like, "Oh, I'm moving to LA," and they're like,
You're moving here?
"Yeah."
Yeah.
I didn't know you were moving here.
Oh, you were putting the bag outside,
Yeah.
right?
A friend's bag.
Yeah.
The baggie.
Yeah. You put the bag outside, right?
with the bag, dude. That's what happened.
I didn't know that because you know what I missed you when I miss
missed
you
you too,
always
baby.
every single day. But I missed you when you
balls
both
are
met.
hurting.
Yeah.
With
When
who?
When we were at Dylan Mulvaney's show. When I met
Wait.
you.
That's when I met you.
Yes.
I was
There it
there.
is. Yeah, Julian and I
Yeah,
were
we
there
didn't say
together.
hi to each other.
I didn't see you.
No, he didn't. No, he was talking to someone else.
Yeah,
and
who
then
were
I
you
was talking to
talking
you.
to?
I was talking to Nick Laughlin.
Yes.
Yes.
But why aren't you talking to me?
I literally
I was in full
didn't-
drag.
I didn't even like.
No, because I told you last week. I was like, yeah, I met Priyanka at Dylan's, and you were like, wait, what?
I was like,
Priyanka's
I've
there?
been on
Yeah,
the podcast, Priyanka's podcast
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
Yeah, because we're besties.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like, "Oh, I could, Priyanka," and I was like, "Oh, honey,
Yeah.
Like, baby,
Trust and believe.
that's my girl. I have her number.
I said, that's my girl. Get it
my
right.
girl.
She's coming up."
Yeah.
She's coming for you.
Exactly. And speaking of come through, so Lemyanka
CM.
owned 2020. Who owns 2024?
Okay, Lemon again.
Yes, congrats, Lemon. I can't wait. Oh my God, Canada
Lemyanka.
versus the
We have a song
world.
called Guccianka coming out.
Oh.
Gucci Yanka.
That's so
On
iconic.
Devastation?
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
man.
This is like Guccianka on Devastation. That's crazy to hear out loud.
Wait, that actually sounds iconic.
No.
That works for
Dictionary
that works for-
girl.
Yeah.
Because okay, do you know Scott Hoying from Pentatonic?
Yes.
Of course. Love Scott.
Love.
So
Hello.
it's funny to me because like I just like cold DM'd him.
Okay.
Cold DM.
Cold.
It would be a cold
DM.
call, but
Cold
no,
call.
no one's
Yeah.
like, don't call me.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, sure, let's write a song together.
Amazing.
And then he was like, what kind of music do you want to make? And I was like, listen, bitch, I want to make music made for performing that sounds like real pop music that has all my personality captured in it. And typically, like, I'll meet up with the producer and we'll like make the beat on the spot and this is this. And he like out of nowhere sends me this video of himself and he goes, okay. So you come up. No, I'm dead. So it's the encore of the show. I'm like, okay, the show work. And I love this, right? Because he understands the dream.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then all of a sudden you say, it's time for Guccianka. And then he presses play on this song, and it's like this Bollywood sample, just iconic, like cunt, like it's so cunt. And he's just going, gang, gang, dun, 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 da, da. And he's like singing me the melody, and then I was like, this is actually crazy that this man,
who
has a Grammy just kind of like in the back of the shot, just casual, he's like, I'm about to work with this guy on my new project. Like, that's wild to me.
Yeah,
it's
amazing.
Like that's wild. So Guccianka was born. So when I went over to his house. Mansion.
I saw the TikTok.
I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah. Killing.
We wrote the song together, and then it became this whole like, I don't know. He's just so. I'm a creative and a business person. I feel like both of you are the same way. So it's like sometimes you have to like know what field you're playing in, and sometimes like it's hard to turn off your like logical brain and like submit your receipts and like tell your assistant to go do 1,000 things and also just like dream of being a pop star and write cool songs. He's really good at just like taking you out of your logical brain and making you just dream. And we came up with some of the coolest shit. Guccianka. That's
so
like
cool.
a Tonka.
It's so cool to just
Booked
like
in Sri Lanka.
Oh.
Then Barcelona.
When is Guccianka? Is it a single or we have to wait?
July 26th.
July 26th.
This week.
Yeah, this week on Friday.
Next Friday. It's next Friday.
Next Friday. But I'm saying this comes on Tuesday.
This
so next week.
If Tuesday is Tuesday and Friday is Friday. Yes, it's coming out 3 days. In 3 days.
Bitch. Oh,
it's coming out.
I hit my thing.
I'm 3 days.
It's an iconic song.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I
don't think your crotch is in the shot.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay, good.
So you can open up if you want. Air it out.
Yeah, if you need to.
Strip clubs and dollar bills.
Wait, no, but that's also so cool to be like, to.
Oh yeah, your crotch is.
Your crotch
is?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, great.
Yeah, don't worry.
We're just adjusting.
And we would blur that out. Not for free. Not for free.
Like your feet.
Yeah,
Your
like my
feet.
feet.
Your feet.
Got shoes on. Not this time.
Not today, Satan.
Not you, Wiki Feet Man.
So with with music and Devastation coming out, what is
The
your
clock is ticking. Sorry.
No,
Is it-
please.
Please sing all the snippets you want to.
Sing the entire album.
Give us an acapella. Give us your 32 right now. Of your favorite one.
Oh my God. Oh, Devastation.
Yes.
It goes. Kids, get to the basement quick. Kids and drag queens. Ground shakes when I shakes my shit. Stop, drop when I roll these hips. This cake gon' make the earthquake like boom. Catwalk split. 10, 10, 10 seismic. Break the asphalt. It's my asphalt. My cake make the earthquake.
Yeah. Oh my
Devastation.
God.
And then
I
can't control myself. I'm reckless. You should go save yourself. The clock is ticking. Run, run, run right to the station. Go somewhere far away. This just in United Nations say breaking news. It's Devastation.
Word! Oh my
Everybody
God.
run, and then a nasty beat drop. It's sickening.
Oh my God.
Life changing. I listened to this song literally the other day in the car with my boyfriend George. I love you, George.
I want to dance with George.
Iconic. We're sitting there, both. Like, we've heard the song a million times. Okay, but it's been a while since we've like listened to it, because then it just becomes a thing that you kind of talk about in the world. We're listening to it in the car, and then we're like all silent and tense and shit. And then I look over at him and I'm like, this song is good.
Yeah.
And he's like, this song is gonna change your life. And I'm like, I feel that.
Sickening.
You know what? You just know.
When you make art and you like watch it back or listen to it back and you're like, I ate that.
Yeah.
It's like the best.
Yeah.
Your own validation feels
Yeah.
so incredible.
Right. It's the same way that when I listened to Come Through, I knew.
Yeah.
That same thing. I was like, this is it. You can't beat that energy.
Yeah.
The way a song makes you feel, fuck off.
And did you and Lemon know each other before filming or no?
Never.
I
know.
That Lemon has one of my favorite reads for you.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so
I get
good.
tagged in that read all the time.
She goes, you talk about sex all the time, like, but she's like, but the only thing you're fucking is stupid.
Like, just ate me. I was like, but the gag is, she told me that she was gonna say it before.
Yeah.
Because she's a practice girl. Like, the one thing about Lem is that like it's always going.
Yeah.
Always. But when she said it in the moment, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, that kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But she ate it.
Yeah.
She's the best. I want her to be a winner.
I can't wait.
I need her to be a winner.
Rooting for you, Lem.
All-
No, you're going to be. You are a winner already, but
You're a winner, baby.
I
But
can't
it did
wait.
like revenge in the universe. Are you universe people?
yeah,
Mm-mm.
like in the universe.
No.
Like
You're like, no, I just saved my money.
I'm just sitting here
we're
saving
kind
my
of more
money.
into astrology lately.
Yeah. I know.
But you don't feel like the universe is like sometimes it's like has in store for you or no?
like I guess yes and no.
You could say no. I'm
No,
not
like,
trying
are
to
you going
convince
through?
you.
I feel like I need to like I would need to think about that more. I guess I like there are no. I guess I don't connect to that as much.
Mm.
What do you
I feel
connect
like
to?
I want to. What do I connect to? Oh God. That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like I'm down here like looking around trying to figure shit out.
Okay.
That's what I feel like. I wish I was more like, oh, like, and I should feel this way and I should think this way and like I should let things come to me and yada yada. I've just like never been that person.
But I do feel like I guess in a sense like when we're talking about it, I don't necessarily always think that way, but I also sometimes I'm like I was at the right place in the right time with the right people to have this experience.
Totally.
And I don't know if it was planned, but I'm here in this moment and it's meant to be.
You can acknowledge it.
Yes,
Yes.
acknowledge it when
Yes.
it's happening.
Yes.
I'm like this, or look back at a moment where I was like, that was supposed to happen because if it didn't, the trajectory just would be a whole different life kind of vibe.
Okay,
So
on that vibe, yes, 100%.
T. Well, I
Yes.
get you because I'm not
Yes.
always like I wake up and I'm like sad. If I'm sad and I'm like the universe wants me to be sad, so I'm
Right,
gonna be
right,
sad.
right,
Like
right. Oh,
that's
no,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
I'm like just manifester.
Yeah.
yes,
And
love.
like very vision. I don't make a lot of vision boards, but like at the beginning of each year, I will. And some of the shit, you look back at it, you're
Yeah.
like, wait a fucking minute,
Yeah.
am I a witch? Or some shit, you're like, what was I thinking? That didn't fit in my life. But like when things like, you know, it's not lost on me that when Lemon cut her verse for "Come Through," she had to do it really quickly because she was going away to film. What's it called? UK versus the World. And then when she came back, she was very disappointed that she got eliminated first.
Yeah.
But like she's strong and she's like, I'll turn it into something. And then Come Through hit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't
Yeah.
matter that she was on that show
Not
at
at
all.
all.
It's like she was just all of a sudden this like viral rapper out of nowhere.
Citrusy
And
is
then
amazing.
incredible. She is incredible.
The pen, I'm like what?
girl.
Lemon? It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so good.
It's iconic. But like for me, I'm like, that's universal.
Yeah.
That's something there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something there. It's because
Yeah.
you did something good in your life.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I love her.
And love you, Lem. Last time you asked me this question on your podcast, I'm going to ask you, what does Lemon's breath smell like?
It's very like tofu-y.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a deep fried tofu
Okay, I was gonna
with like
ask.
a Thai chili
Oh.
dip
Mm.
energy.
She's vegetarian. Right? Or vegan?
She is.
She's
Oh, well,
vegetarian.
That's why it smells like
that's
tofu.
why.
Yeah, she's vegetarian.
Because we were really close for the cover. I have to show you the cover of Guccianca. We were really close, and that's what it smelled like.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what she would say that I smell like. Okay, what am I finding? The Guccianca cover.
Guccianca.
I'm so excited. And wait, I mean, I don't want to interrupt your phone.
They interrupt it.
How are you feeling about the tour?
I want you to know I'm happy for you. Here's a Guccianca cover. Here we go. Oh, it's loading. Oh,
Oh my God.
no, it's unreal. Tofu.
Oh my. Have you even announced this song coming out yet?
No.
No.
Oh.
That is so gorgeous.
Isn't it so fun?
Oh
God,
my
you look
gosh.
large.
Yo.
Whoa.
That is so
It's our first cover
diamonds.
together.
That's amazing.
We didn't even have a come through cover. Isn't that crazy?
And but you did have that video, which is so iconic.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm excited about this. It's also giving Bohemian Rhapsody the song because it takes a hard left in the middle of it.
Oh, love. I
Love a
the
shit
favorite
hard
chains.
love.
The
Love.
hard, all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
Guccianca, and then goes all of a sudden this like choir kicks in,
Oh.
and it's me being like, oh yeah.
Those are the songs that make me cry. The
Yeah.
ones where it's like all of a sudden you're just, like you're one vibe and then you're in the next. I'm like I don't know why it's just like full of chills and I get like emotional.
Oh, I love
That is my favorite kind of song.
Yeah, because my whole theme about this album is that like I had a neighbor call me obnoxious once, and I was like 10 or 12, and it made me become more shy because I thought that if I was ever to be expressive, that's annoying to people. Rude. So this whole thing about this album was like, I just want like, it's not my fault I'm so iconic.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not my fault I have nerve.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that I'm amazing.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was the whole thing of it.
Uh-huh.
So like when we wrote this Gucci Uncle song, it was all about like the lyrics in the bridge are it's hard to be expensive in a world that's always fake. It's hard to be designer when nobody wants to pay. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't just want an Oscar. He'll be lonely without friends. Call up Tony, Emmy, Grammy. Carve my name in all of them.
Talk about pen
Yeah,
as well.
seriously.
It's fun.
That's so sick.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's so
I'm
exciting.
Priyanka. Sorry, so tofu, sweet chili sauce. What else did you ask me?
Oh, but with the tour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm touring. Oh my
Tour.
God.
And is this when you are doing this tour, are you going to just be doing,
Gotta do that.
Shit, gotta get on the road.
is it going to be fully just your music? Like, are you going to like exclusively just do Priyanka music?
Yeah, I've been like testing out the water.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working with are you big Gaga fans or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, do you know her dancers? Like, so I have
Mark Connemara.
Oh, love him. Oh, wait, he's amazing and also very hot. I love
Yes.
you, baby.
Oh my God. I was in
I love you, baby.
Love.
I was in love with him.
Now what?
When I was like, no, I mean, still am. But like, when I was learning like the dance to like Alejandro and Bad Romance and
Yes.
Telephone in my bedroom as a kid, I was like, who's that?
So
I like
good. So I'm
I want
working
him.
with one of Gaga's dancers. Her name is Tamina Paris.
Okay.
We like found each other. She like danced for Gaga for like 8 years. Like did the Super Bowl. Like like hands her the thing in Telephone. Like that girl.
Yeah.
And we always knew Tamina in the dance community and like, you know, Toronto girl, so proud of her. She dances for Gaga. And then she stopped working with Gaga, moved out to the forest, lived there for a year, and then was like, hey, ready to come back. And then we like found each other to start working with each other. She's an icon. Like the way that the show that we've been creating. And it's funny because we've been talking a lot about like, because she asked me the same question, like, are you going to do your own music? Are you doing lip syncs? Like, what's your show you're giving? And I was kind of like, you know, I feel like I need to do like some covers of like, I don't know, like Greedy by Tate McRae or something, just like, you know, appeased by the audience. And then she goes, remember that time that you told me you were scared to take chicken curry to school and you took a bologna sandwich? Do you want to bring bologna sandwiches to your concerts?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said, the gag inside of me
Yeah.
was incredible.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, oh, right. Like, I don't have to
Yeah.
appease other people. Like, what do I want to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
And then so for my summer festival shows that I've been doing, like I played the Calgary Stampede, which is sick.
Oh
yeah. Sickening.
And they did not want me there, but hey-oh. And then I headlined Ottawa Blues Fest, the first
Okay.
ever drag queen too, which is a huge deal.
Amazing.
And
Congratulations.
I was like, let me just try to do my own music and see what
Yeah.
happens. Like,
Yeah.
see how it's perceived, because I'm so used to going to the club for like a lip sync and be like, throwing out Drove all night, let's
Right.
go. But I enjoy doing that too. Like, I
Yeah.
love making an audience feel, and I love, you know, if I was to, I always think like, okay, if I was to see Priyanka from Drag Race, like what would I want to see her do? And that's how I choose my music.
Yeah.
Because like whenever Queen's like, I hate doing that lip sync again, I'm like, I get it because I know it's tiring, but like if you're in some small club in Wisconsin and they watched Canada's Drag Race, like I want to twirl I drove all night for them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for this show, it's different because there's music.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
my music now. But watching people for a full hour like listen to my music and watch me
Yeah.
dance and see that it works was shocking. I was
Yeah.
like, I need to believe in myself more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're there for you.
The fuck?
Yeah.
They are there for you.
They motherfucking better be.
And they're there to support you, and they love you.
We're
and
here.
that's like, I really, what?
We're here.
We're here. Yeah,
you.
exactly. We're here for you.
So it'll be an hour-long show, probably an hour and a half because
Yeah.
I talk a lot, and then it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm trying. The gag is, how do you take a small venue and turn it into an arena? Like, how do you get the energy in there? You know, like, I'm not going to sacrifice anything. There's going to be lighting cues. There's going to be stage props and quick changes. Like, I want to sacrifice. I'm not just saying, oh, that's my small show. Like, eventually I'll get to the arena.
Yeah.
No, bitch. It's
Yeah.
arena now.
Yeah.
Honey, yeah.
And then it's going to be arena eventually.
Right.
Of
Of course.
course.
So, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I got to go rehearse now.
I love that analogy though, like about taking like a bologna
A bologna
sandwich or that,
sandwich.
because
Yeah.
like I too, like right now, I feel like have fallen into a place where I'm like just making these videos and like scared to like branch out in a different form or like these things because like appeasing people. I feel like it's hard. And I don't know if you've ever felt this, but like as we talk about like growing older and like also growing in our careers, like it's almost harder to not care what other people think
Absolutely.
going forward. And I feel like I I love that you say that. Just like really clicked for me too. If like, why am I thinking about everything else when it's just like, I gotta do this. I gotta make what I do my arena show. And I don't know, that's so special. I can't wait to come to the show.
So exciting.
I'll see you there.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Front row, at the same place we met,
Oh, the
Peppermint.
Club. Yes.
It's
And
at the
then where
Peppermint
we
Club?
ignored each other.
Oh.
Okay, but
Okay,
we
but you
didn't
didn't-
You
ignore
said,
it.
wait.
You
There's
didn't
no
know.
No,
You didn't
because
know.
I will
Isn't
say
it crazy to be in the same room with people but just not have not cross the right path to say hi?
Well,
Isn't
by the
that-
way, I
what
was
a
gonna
concept.
say.
the past 2 years, Priyanka won't be at DragCon, but I have come to your booth
Yes.
and bought merch and took a photo with Priyanka both times because you were one of my favorites and also connected and felt so lucky to be on your podcast a few times as well. And like, you have this energy and like this personality that is just like literally so beautiful. Like it feels like, I know we're friends, or I consider you a friend, that like, but we don't know each other that well, and to like sit on this couch, like we said earlier, it's just like you're so comfortable and so welcoming and so inspiring, which brings us to the next topic. We don't have to switch topics, but on We're Here, which I think makes you such an incredible host and
What a call,
going
well,
to
what a
these
call to
towns.
get.
Oh
Oh,
my
what?
God! What a call to get. So
Someone just walked by that door.
A car.
sometime, yeah,
I drove all night
yeah,
to get to you. We're here.
Yeah.
yeah.
And how is that?
What a call to get.
Wait, tell us about
What
that.
a call to
Tell
get.
us about that.
The Call by the Backstreet Boys is one of my favorite songs.
I don't know it.
You don't?
I don't either.
Yeah.
What?
How's it go?
Oh my god.
To be honest,
You always
I-
holding your hand.
I wasn't really a boy band kind of
I was
kid.
Backstreet Boys more than I was NSYNC.
Wait, but then so you should know the call, you fake bitch.
I'm fake. What about it?
Not the confirmation. I'm fake.
Didn't you, you just said you were Backstreet Boys more than NSYNC. And
Yeah.
she's like, The Call by the Backstreet Boys is
Yes.
one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
No. Well, why don't you know that song? And I said, because I'm fake.
Stand by, gotta go. Bam.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. Whatever. Fuck you.
Well,
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what a
Answering
call
that
to get.
call.
What a
Yeah.
call. Tell us about that.
I am somewhere, don't know where,
Yes.
and my agent Daniel calls me
Okay.
and goes, literally this time,
Uh-huh.
hey, so, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
usually when the agent calls, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
audition at 4.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
luck, bitch.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah, here are the sides.
Yeah.
I'm like, what side? Why do you call it sides anyways?
No, literally.
No, like, what the fuck does that mean?
Why the fuck are they called sides?
Script. Call it
Yeah.
a script.
Yeah.
Dumbass. They were like, oh, they're looking to refresh the cast of We're Here, and they're considering you. And I go, what?
Yeah.
Is going on? Who fucked up?
Mm.
Is what you think?
Yeah. Were you like on a list of like, or were you?
Well,
Yeah. You can be honest.
No, I was like, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Because I know my purpose. I
Uh-huh.
love people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
And like, the only reason I like started to entertain period was to create escapism for people. That's
Yeah.
all I care about. So when I got the call, and I remember at the beginning of the year, I was like so frustrated because everyone's like, Priyanka, you didn't post about this cause, and Priyanka, you didn't post about this cause, and I was like, why am I not posting about these things? I have a platform. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's because I felt like it was inauthentic. I felt like just sharing on an Instagram story but raising money for something is fake. You're a fake bitch. Like what? Like do it. Not
Right.
not do it. Like
Right.
do it,
Yeah.
of course, and like raise awareness and use your platforms, all that shit. But what can I do that's tangible?
Right.
Like I want to get my hands dirty, but I don't know
Yeah.
what this means. Does
Yeah.
this mean
Yeah.
volunteering more? Does this mean like donating money? Like what is it?
Right.
And then I got this call. So I knew.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I was just screaming. Sorry, everyone. I knew that it was my time.
That's
Yes.
like that's a universe. That's a universe thing.
Yeah, I felt
That's
like
what
it.
we were talking about.
It felt like it because then in
Yeah.
all the and then in all the calls beforehand, like because you meet with the showrunner and then you meet with the creators and all these people, I was never nervous.
Yeah.
I was kind of just like, yeah, I just want to get my hands dirty.
Yeah.
I crack a joke here or there. It's who I am, but I just knew in my heart,
Yeah. I'm right for this job. Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Yeah.
And
Because if that show's not about me,
yeah.
like that's why it was an easy sell because it was about helping people.
Right.
Of course.
So it's not like what's the drag budget? Am I
Right.
gonna be glam? It was that's not what the show's about.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's why I felt like I was like, got this.
it's such a special show too because being so in the LGBTQ plus community, it's sometimes hard to think about outside the bubble, like that. Those towns and those communities are still so unaccepting in general, and have a different perception of drag as well, and mixing up drag queens as well as trans women and trans men. And when you're doing that and when you're going out, you're being such a role model and a teacher, not only to those people, but like whoever watches this too. And I wanted to ask, like, being a teacher and helping these families and these people find acceptance in themselves and all these lessons, did you learn something that you weren't expecting, or just in general about yourself from this process that you had no idea that was going to occur?
Yes. I learned that I'm more powerful than I think. I didn't think so. I was always when I went into it, although I was like, this is my goal and this is my like journey, and I manifested this, I was also like, shit, like I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to come across like uneducated. Like, what's gonna happen if I like don't understand the two-spirit indigenous community? Like, am I going to be canceled? Because like that's the world we live in now. We like to have fear of being canceled, fear of fucking up. Like, everything is so scary that, and then you like, we have people, and we have like some of our favorite celebrities have gotten like quote unquote canceled, that we're like, oh god, like I don't want this to be my one fuck up. Because like it's hard being in the public eye,
of course,
as you know. And it's like, I could do anything, and it's never enough. Like, or I could do something, and then I get canceled. It's like, you just don't know. So all those things were going through my head. But the one thing that I walked away with was that, like, I can not know things and still be the smartest person in the room, as long as I stay curious and open.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a know-it-all.
Yeah.
You know, because I was sitting beside Sasha Velour, who has literally written a book on queer history.
Right.
So she's there being like the chromosomes and the this and the that and the that. And I'm like watching her like, I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. But then when you like watch back the show or walk away and figure, and then you hear the impact that you've made, you're like, oh wait, no, like it's okay. Huh? Yeah. Like, I've learned these things. Yeah. But just by staying curious can also make you smart too. So like that. Yeah. I love that. That. Yeah. And just by also just like showing up. Yeah. In these small towns, like they're like, what are you doing here? But then we stayed a lot longer. Yeah. And then like things would just start to change. Yeah. More acceptance, prides come back to town. You know, it's interesting. Yeah. We are all more powerful than we think. Yeah. Totally. It's wild. I mean, like, why do we all hate ourselves? Because we stop hating yourself. Yeah. It's trauma porn. Enough is enough. Like all these TikTokers being like, this is how I almost died today. Like we're like, okay, in order to get likes and views, we have to hate ourselves because that's going to be the hook. Yeah. Right. It's not good. No. It can't be good.
No. And I feel like a lot of people do.
Oh, totally.
Like, help me, we're all fucked.
Yeah. And we watch, I said it on the last time, we like watch this podcast back, and I like find new things to hate about myself. Yeah. But like in a general scope, like it's so unhealthy and like in the grand scheme of things has nothing, it's so trivial, and like what life is and like the meaning of what we're doing and like the cause of spreading joy and like trying to do that. But yeah, we're all fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. Very much.
The way that I shifted my brain, because it used to be, oh my God, I sat like that, or I looked like that, or my eyeliner, or my makeup, or my. My, oh my. Thank you.
I die every night with you.
Is that the one with Ariana?
No, that one's, we could just dance to this.
Oh my God.
That one's great. I haven't listened to that in so long. I'm going to listen to that on the way home.
Sorry. Watch yourself. And be like, okay, if I was a fan watching myself that loves me so much no matter what, I'm making that for that fan. I'm not making it for the medium fan. Right. Yeah. I'm making it for the super fan. Right. So what would she, he, or they think? Exactly. Yeah. And they wouldn't say any of that. And then I'm like, okay, so constructively for my job, for my talent, what do I want to work on? Yeah. That's a healthier way to look at it. Not, oh my God, I'm ugly. Right. Like, oh, yeah. Okay. So what are you? How you gonna fix that? You know what I mean? Like, is that actually productive? Right. But it's hard. It's hard to like to divvy up like looking at yourself. Of course. But we should, like, if you're an entertainer, you should watch yourself. Yeah. Because that's how you learn and grow.
Of course.
Yeah, and
love
also
yourself. Please.
the bonus track
Yeah,
on
the
Devastation.
yeah.
Called
We're gonna
Love
record it right
Yourself.
after this. No, but something you said
A
too.
bonus track. Sorry.
No,
An extended release, yeah.
A bonus track.
It's an actual. We're spilling the tea. It's a double release. It's a
Oh,
double
so
album.
The clock is ticking. I'm so excited for this song. Come on, my God.
No, it's just something you said, and it's so true. And watching you on We're Here, it is. I think it is super eye opening, and I think it's such an important show for a lot of queer people to watch because, like you said, the bubble. I mean, I think it's like, I educate myself. I'm so clear on the fact I'm like super involved in like what's happening in the news and politics and like the terrifying stuff happening in this country. But then like I do. Even as a gay man where I'm so privileged in the bubbles that I've grown up in and whatnot, I like tend to sometimes, even though I'm like locked into those things, like forget about the average person's experience in one of those towns. And that is one of the most eye-opening parts of that show specifically, because it's also not just saying like, oh, well, there are these people here and whatnot. You actually like see in a really like upsetting and then eventually beautiful way what these people experience, what the day-to-day is. When you guys are just walking through the streets, people are screaming faggot at you. People are yelling at you. People are like, we don't want to come to that. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to do this and that. And then like you have these young children and also their parents and, you know, whatever. It's just, it's just such a beautiful thing that you're able to do, to be able to go to these places and change the lives of those individuals, but also like the towns that they live in. I guess this is, I don't even know if this is a question. I think it's just more of a compliment.
Yeah.
Of just watching it. It's such an incredible series. You're such an incredible person. And yeah, this wasn't a question. It's just such a beautiful thing. And I think it should be like mandatory viewing for everyone. And you know what? The part that pisses me off is that the people who need to be watching it are not the ones who are watching it. And that's what, you know, there are so many divisive things happening in the country right now. And there's just like, you know, drag queens, trans children, trans people, they're under attack. And it's just, you know, you watch that show and you realize it's just joy. You're just bringing joy. You're bringing happiness. No one wants to change anything. No one wants to change any other person, yada, yada, yada. And it's just, I don't know. I don't think many people listening to this podcast are the people who need to watch that show, but you know, I think. But
also watch the show.
But watch the show, but also send it to the people in your life who, you know, need to see that type of thing.
Yeah. It's like a thing where it's like everyone. It's not about changing minds either. I think I watched this clip of Trixie being like the girls on We're Here.
Right.
They go to these small towns. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do whatever she said on it. And I understand that perspective because, I don't want to have to waste time and energy on someone who's homophobic. Like, I'm a successful queer entertainer. Like, I don't want to have to put up with the hate. But that's not what the show's about. The show's not about like trying to convince a man and his daughter to not be homophobic. It's a docu-series. It's like that slice of life. It's almost like investigative to be like, this is the slice of life.
Yeah.
This is what it's like here.
Yeah.
Like, and to the queer people in those small towns, like, why do you want to stay in your small town? Everyone always asks. Just move to a city. But then I'm always the first one to be like, no, I was at DragCon last year and there's protesters outside that too. So the city is not the solve here.
Right.
Bitch.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, I find the beauty in like, it's okay to love where you came from.
Yeah.
We're so used to running away of our hometowns because of homophobia.
Yeah.
And it's also like, it's okay to acknowledge that there are people brainwashed by religion, and there's also okay to acknowledge that there could be queer people who love religion and love God too.
Yeah,
There's a space for them for that. It doesn't have to be so torturous and hateful. So it's like it's one of those things where it's like a show where like you'll get a lot of answers. But like you don't have to answer for yourself. It's just information for you to understand that there's just different types of people and beliefs in this world. And yes, we need to like not make it illegal to be in drag in public. That's messed up.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Right.
But also we just need to like just acknowledge that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like by saying I'm going to ignore homophobia, like doesn't mean it goes away.
No.
Totally.
It just means that you're not going to tolerate it. But if you're not going to tolerate it, you're not fixing it for the next queer person after you.
Right.
Exactly. It's so beautiful.
That's my TED Talk.
Well,
who is TED Talk? Like when you have a TED Talk with who's
Wait,
that?
this is such a good question because does it stand for something?
Is it a company?
The education.
The education daddy.
Daddy.
work.
X. What?
Daddy,
Daddy,
your
it's on your
daddy.
shirt.
I was like, what's on my arm?
Que-
No, spider.
Also, I call your question.
Question: Who was the first ever queen? Right? Is it
Yeah.
to walk in the drag race north of the scene? Ooh. Question: What was the name of the queen who ran from Toronto to North Supreme? Answer: You know who it's gonna be. It's Priyanka.
Priyanka.
Hi, it's me, Pri.
Also,
Come on, bars.
Bars.
sickening.
Bars.
What's wrong with me?
I
Nothing.
want to take it back to come through as well to being the first song
Right.
that was on Drag Race as a lip sync from contestants, you and Lemon, and also being a guest judge on Canada's Drag Race as well.
Yo. Right.
That
I
is-
remember
Mm.
when Brooklyn said, prior to tonight, you were asked to prepare a lip sync to come through by Priyanka and Lemon.
Mm.
I started to cry.
Yeah.
Did you not know before?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
But still.
And I remember tag. I love him. His name is Trevor Boris. He's the showrunner, EP of Canada's Drag. He's incredible and so funny and amazing. I remember some fan was like, "Why isn't your music a lip sync song?" on Twitter, and I like replied, and then like I was like, talk to him and
Yeah.
tagged him in it, and he goes, "Hey, Brie, like, do you mind like removing that?" And I was like, "Oh," and I realized that like there's that line of like technically he's a producer of the show, and
Right.
it's not like he's like an influencer that could just like call out our Drag Race girl. So like, okay, I'll take it down, but technically I asked for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
you gotta ask.
You gotta ask.
Manifest.
Manifestation. And so when I got the email being like, "Hey, like Canada's Drag Race season 3 or 4,
I think three, yeah.
4, 3, 4,
Was 4 just now?
yeah,
It was,
season
yeah.
4. Once the sync come through,
Mm.
I was like,
Mm.
this is historic.
Yeah.
And then watching it, like it was like I couldn't believe it.
Mm.
Like that's like that's not the last time I cried, but that was a
Yeah.
very important time that I cried because it was like I could just. It also cleared up like a lot of trauma too. Like when I was on Canada's Drag Race, there was a whole different production crew, and then season 2 they switched over like new producers and all that stuff. So it's like I didn't feel like I knew the franchise anymore.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like that's my home, right? Like it's where I came. So it was just like this weird like feeling of like who's these new people, and like I had to go step down and do I trust them? Do I not trust them? Plus like everyone was being toxic in my life, and I was probably being toxic too. Like who knows? But like having that to be like, no, like you're our girl.
Yeah.
We got you. We're gonna like lip sync for a lip sync. We're gonna do a lip sync to your song. I felt like this release of like like it just like you're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
So it was like that was the rush of emotion when I cried.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that crazy?
it's
That's
crazy
nuts.
that you remind yourself. You're like, yeah, I am that
Yeah, I
that
am that
bitch.
bitch.
And even on that stage, you've had so many iconic moments. But even your step down, like you said, that step down look, which it shouldn't be called a step down, a step up look. You're continuing to go up. There's no downward at all. But we talk about that as well because that's one of my favorite looks you've ever done.
I love that look.
It's so
My
incredible.
heart and my soul is in that look.
Yeah.
And like you could tell.
Yeah.
And there's something about when I walked out, I said something stupid like, "Did you miss me?" Or something. It was just like so like you know, I'm just like walking down, and that to me is like the look is iconic. The look is amazing, but that energy of like I'm not trying to be anybody but myself
Yeah.
while in this gorgeous gown with arms coming out of my back.
Yeah.
Like I literally flicked the CO2. It was like a CO2 trigger that went, and I go like this. I'm like, yeah, like that to me is like that's how you authentically be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you would think in a gown you have to go like, oh, I'm a
Right.
model. I'm like, no. Like you could be a goofy idiot and still look fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So I love that look.
I love that look.
And like my career, the original people who I went to the arms for, it was like a 2-week turnaround. They said there's no way in hell will like anyone in the city will be able to do this. I said, watch me,
Guess
bitch.
what?
Hell yeah.
But like, thanks for Diana for Starker's corsetry. She made the dress. We'll cut up my old finale gown and put it in that dress. She's like same page, like that same energy. I was like, I'm like, there's no way this is a no. And then we found a guy who does like Jason Momoa's prosthetics. And
Oh.
he made them.
Sickening.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
Jason
you.
Momoa.
Thanks,
Jason.
Jason.
Thanks for
Jason
Jason
Momoa. Wow, this is so fun to talk about this stuff.
We
Yeah.
love it.
The legacy.
That is.
This is the beginning of the rest of your life.
Yay! And how do you feel about? Would you be down to compete on All Winners?
Yeah,
Mm.
I would, but I'm also like, like, when is the call coming?
Right.
It's got to be
Hopefully
coming
from inside the
soon.
house, and when it's like it needs to be aligned. Like, do I want to do it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, don't be stupid, girl. Like, I'm not playing these games.
Of course.
It's me. Hello. I love
Yeah.
to compete. I love to show off.
Yeah.
Duh. But like, as you get older,
Mm.
priorities change.
Yeah.
Totally.
And like, I'm always like, if it means something to you, drop everything to do it.
Yeah.
But if it was like the matter of performing at the VMAs or doing all winners
Right.
season,
Of course.
Mama's performing at the VMAs.
Right.
And I
Trust and
will-
believe.
I will
And
call
also,
that.
you're getting busier and busier.
Bitch, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Fast shows down and it put me in a tizzy. Bitch.
Look. Also, if
Get
you're getting
it.
to the point where there's something you really, 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 really want to do, but you can't because you have something to do that you also.
It'll
that-
come again.
It'll come
It's
again.
crazy though, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah.
thing about that.
Yeah.
But that's what you're saying about the whole thing where it's like you do so much,
Yeah.
and then you forget like the small wins. That's
Mm.
a good like example of me casually saying, yeah, but if I had the VMAs or like all winners offer, like
Right.
Totally.
tell that
Right.
to yourself 10 years ago, honey.
Right.
Like, that's
right.
crazy.
Right.
It's sickening.
But I
Right.
feel like in order to get more of those things, you have to like let yourself get to that.
Mm.
Like let yourself be a star.
Yeah.
Stop holding yourself back.
Yeah.
Why am I screaming at you?
No.
No,
No.
please
No.
actually-
But it's true. All of
No.
us.
You've
downloading,
said so
downloading,
many
downloading.
things
Yeah.
that have truly clicked and like
Yeah.
just meant a
gagged.
lot inspirational wise.
Yeah.
This
I just want people
episode.
to be happy
What?
with themselves. I just want happy. I want happy.
Yeah,
to
but
be,
you exude
I want
that.
happy to be happy with themselves.
And I agree right now. I feel like I believe a universe thing because I feel like a lot of things you're saying click and it's like I meant that you are on this episode in this place in my life right now to hear a lot of the things that have clicked for me today where it's like I maybe I'm not hearing these things like in I don't want to say regular life, this is regular life, but like sitting down with you and like hearing somebody who inspires me a lot or whatever, who inspires me a lot, and hearing you say these things that like really resonate is like I believe the universe made that happen today.
Universe got your back. Better believe it.
And-
No, but also too, like even for me to be booked on this podcast, like it wasn't like it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Through with somebody who knew somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden it was just sitting in my calendar.
Yeah.
Even before I left, it was
Yeah.
like, oh right, we had like a podcast on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, like wait, what is it? And then I saw both your names and numbers in my calendar, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
What are the odds?
But how lucky are we?
So how lucky are we?
How lucky
I'm
are
so happy.
we?
We. Okay, I do want
now what? So now
to
what?
let you know
Yeah.
that
Let
you
me
have
know.
won an award today.
You won an
Do
award.
you know you were nominated?
Did you know?
What did I do?
You
won.
a Breathe If You Agree award.
You wanted to-
Oh my god, I'm a winner, babe. I'm so
You're
excited.
not-
Oh my god, I love awards.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Well,
God.
Get ready.
This is handmade, and there are only 14 of them, I think.
Yeah.
But different categories. You have won the Breathe If You Agree award for Gorgeous Cunty Diva Inspiring Diva Award. Priyanka.
Oh my god.
Oh, gorgeous.
Now, if you take just a little time to give a little speech
Yeah.
and thank who you want to thank.
This is so beautiful.
Julian made it. He always makes them. He's such an artiste.
I'm so happy you like
I'm actually gagged. You know what's even crazy that you put this on here? This one specifically?
Uh-huh.
Because for that challenge, we had to read teleprompter.
Uh-huh.
So I had to be a TV host.
Oh.
And I
And
mean,
look where you are now.
TV host. We're here. Canada's Drag Race.
teleprompter on reality shows always takes me to America's Next Top Model.
Oh
when,
my God. Right.
when they do the teleprompter and she's like, the word is, I want to say magenta,
Magenta,
and also she says, can you say magnetic? And then it says chartreuse and she's like, charismatic.
No, I love her.
Love Tiffany. Love.
That's like what on Canada's Drag Race season. One of the things, the name Siobhan was in it,
Uh-huh.
and all of them are like, "C'est bon, c'est bon." It's my favorite. Okay, well, thank you so much. Gorgeous Cunty Diva Inspiring Diva Award. So there's 2 divas. Okay, so this is such an honor for me to win this today. I find it funny that I sang you a lyric about an Oscar and it's taped to a fake Oscar.
And
Look at
did you
that
see the butt plug?
And the first thing we talked about when I got in here was fingering.
Literally.
I'm a witch. I would like to thank my mom for getting on an airplane when she was 10 years old from Guyana to go to Canada because she showed me that you could do whatever you want and be cunty.
Love.
Isn't that crazy? 10 years old
Yeah.
to sponsor your entire family to come to Canada?
Wow.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's incredible.
We can't even like order Uber Eats without crying. My mom was like, yeah, I guess I'll get on the
Just get on the
airplane.
plane.
I
Yeah.
literally Uber Eats without no contact.
Yeah,
No,
they
like,
call
leave
you
it
at
at
the door.
Don't call me.
When the Uber Eats guy knocks at the door, the anxiety attack I have, I'm like, I don't do it.
Yeah.
Second of all, I would like to thank my drag mom, Ecstasy Love, for performing at my birthday party when I was turning 26, I think, and suggesting that I should do drag. Because look, I'm a winner, baby. But today, she literally said, even without Drag Race, you would still be exactly where you are.
Mm.
Pop star icon diva. Secondly, I would love to thank the 2 of you. Oh, wait, thirdly, I'm like, what number is it? I would like to thank the 2 of you. You know why?
No.
No.
Why?
Why? Tell us why. Because both of you work very hard for what you want. And you are also very inspiring. Okay?
Thank
And don't
you.
forget that, you fuckers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because I know when I said it, there was a little doubt in your mind. Admit it.
A little bit.
You know.
Yeah.
But
it happens.
you have to believe that you're a star.
Mhm.
Because it's funny because I see the things that both of you do, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe like how this is crazy. Like they're just doing so much, and then you look at me and think the same thing,
Mhm.
but we don't feel that way about ourselves.
Fully.
So thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
I love you.
Love you.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much for being on. Could you tell us where to find you and everything that is coming up that you want everybody to know?
I can't control myself. Okay, so wow, I really can't control myself. Okay, follow me. Okay, first thing first, follow me.
Yeah.
The Queen Priyanka everywhere. Secondly, go buy tickets to my tour, the Devastation Tour. Oh yeah, coming to a city near you. Ding, America and Canada, and soon to be announced somewhere else too. I guess I can't say. And what else can I say? My album drops soon, and Guccianka is probably out and or about to come out by the time you're
It's about
watching
to
this.
come out.
What else can I tell you? That's it.
Love.
I love you, love you, love you, love. You know, Beyonce told me she loved me once.
Really?
But like she won't remember unless she does. Ooh, wow. I sung "Cater to You" by Destiny's Child on the radio, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And then they're like, "Well, what's your name?" I was like, "Mark," and they go, "Oh, you're a boy." Anyways, it's fine. I won front row tickets to the Destiny's Fulfilled and Loving It tour on the radio, and I couldn't believe my life.
Oh my
gagged.
God.
And Dad. And I was like singing like I'm gonna cater to you because baby this is your day. Anyways, and then so I go and then she's performing Dangerously in Love, and it's when she does all those runs. She's like, she sizzles for like ever, and she goes. Like that one. And then in the middle of it, I'm looking up at her, shaved head. I'm wearing a FUBU oversized shirt because it's a hand me down from my brother, and I'm looking at her like I want to be this one day.
Yeah.
And I go. And then she goes,
Oh my god.
and I remember being like,
Yeah.
And I looked at my cousin Melissa, and I was like, "Did you see that, please?" And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that she's like, she just told you she loved you.
Oh my god.
She's like, I'll never
Yeah.
look at you the same anymore.
Yeah.
Sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your
So
cousin's
maybe
looking
she passed along the
Ooh.
pussy.
the pussy.
And Oprah shook my hand once.
Sickening.
So someone's passing along.
But you're
something
famous.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass and my anus because I'm finally famous. Anyways, sorry. I just remembered I had to say it.
No, I love that. That's
This is
incredible.
the right audience.
I love your audience.
Well, we love you.
They love you. And we love you.
We really do. This has been such an honor.
It's such an honor. Thank you so much for being on Breathe If
Thank
You
you.
Agree. We feel so lucky.
Breathe on Me by Britney Spears is one of the best songs ever.
Yes, and The Call by Backstreet Boys, which we will listen, to, after.
this.
You'll know when you hear it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll probably will. But you know where to find us every Tuesday, and we can't wait to see you next week. We love you.
We can't wait to see you next Tuesday.
Exactly.
Exactly. And look out for Devastation. Did you know that if my drag name, if I like fully went into drag, would be Julian Cookies. But if it wasn't Julian Cookies, it would be Devastation Vibes. But I don't know. I would have to change it now. But it would be Devastation Vibes.
I don't understand. We're meant to be together.
It's true.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Love you. Mwah. Bye.
I love this podcast.
We love you so much.
I love his podcast.